How to conflict properly. We all face conflicts at home, at work, or in personal relationships. Conflicts can be unpleasant and very stressful. But it is important to remember that they are a natural part of life. Conflicts can even be useful. If handled properly, they allow us to express our needs, learn about the needs of others, and find common ground. Proper conflict resolution deepens our understanding, strengthens our relationships, and benefits all parties involved. A conflict can become healthy and positive if you can resolve it effectively and peacefully. What's important to remember in a conflict? Determine a time and place for the discussion. Make sure that everyone can entirely focus on the issue. The environment should be neutral and comfortable for all parties involved. Make sure that no one involved is hungry, thirsty, suffering the effects of insomnia, in a hurry, cold, or overheated. Agree on a method of respectful communication. This can include using I statements to express feelings and needs, avoiding interruptions, and active listening. Use I statements to clearly and respectfully express your point of view, feelings, and needs. Instead of saying, "You make me angry when you come late," try saying, "I get upset when you come late." Active listening means giving your interlocutor your full attention and a genuine interest in understanding their point of view. By actively listening, you can better understand the other person's needs and concerns and find a solution that works for everyone. Avoid bringing up past conflicts or irrelevant issues in the conversation. This can make it hard to focus on the real problem and find a solution. Identifying and acknowledging. The first step in resolving a conflict is acknowledging it. This means acknowledging the feelings, needs, and perspectives of all parties involved. We are different, and we may have different views and needs. If you ignore or deny that there is a problem, it will only get worse and take longer to solve. One way to identify a conflict is to pay attention to nonverbal cues and body language. Is someone crossing their arms or avoiding eye contact? Is this person agitated? Another way to identify a conflict is to ask open-ended questions and actively listen to the answers. This allows us to understand the other person's point of view and determine that it is different from our own. Do not jump to conclusions or make assumptions. Do not try to manipulate the other person. Assessing the situation. The next step is to assess the situation and gather all the necessary information. This includes understanding the cause of the conflict, its impact on all parties, and the possible consequences if the conflict has not been resolved. The assessment helps to determine the most appropriate course of action. If the conflict is bad for the parties involved, it probably needs to be resolved as quickly as possible. If the conflict is minor and has little impact, you can let it be resolved over time. Assessing the situation is like putting all the pieces of the puzzle in front of you before trying to put it together. This way, it's much easier to see the big picture and find a solution that will satisfy everyone. Take the time to talk to all the parties involved, review the documents, and seek mediation if necessary. Brainstorming. The next step is brainstorming and finding options for resolving the conflict. At this stage, we can develop solutions that consider the needs and interests of all participants. Let your creativity run wild and devise as many potential solutions as possible. Don't worry at this point about how realistic or doable they are. For now, it's crucial to involve all parties in the process and let them know their input and perspective are essential. List all potential solutions on a whiteboard or in a notebook. Use sticky notes to write down ideas. Encourage everyone to think outside the box and consider all options, no matter how unusual or impossible they may seem. Evaluating and choosing the best option. The next step is to evaluate each option and choose the most likely one to resolve the conflict. Take time to consider each option and its possible impact on all sides of the conflict. Think about the pros and cons of each solution, whether it's feasible, and how well it might work. You may be tempted to choose a quick or temporary solution. Ensure that the selected option addresses the cause of the conflict and will not reignite the dispute later. Choosing the best option may require compromise or negotiation. Still, ultimately, the goal is to find a solution that satisfies the needs and interests of all parties. Choosing a solution that benefits everyone will promote a healthy and productive relationship in the future. There are different approaches to conflict resolution. Some of them are more effective, and some are less. The first ineffective one is avoidance. In this strategy, both parties hide the existence of the conflict. Thus, the conflict matures and may bring more destruction in the future. The other ineffective strategy is competition. It may also be called accommodation if we look at it from another side. In this case, one participant is the winner and the other the loser. For the winner, the outcome looks very satisfying. Conversely, the defeated may harbor a grudge, leading to relationship deterioration. The first effective model of conflict resolution is compromise. Both sides make steps toward each other and give up something. The conflicting parties should feel that they have made roughly equal concessions. It is an effective model. However, because neither side received exactly what they desired, it can leave an unpleasant residue. The last and most effective model to strive for is a collaboration or a win-win situation. Finding a solution that will give all parties a sense of real victory and benefit is not always possible. But it is important to strive for it. Implementing the solution. The next step is to put the solution into action. Implementation can include communicating the decision to the parties involved. It may involve planning, delegating tasks, and attempting to fulfill commitments. Preparing for setbacks and problems in the implementation process is crucial. If problems arise, it's important to be flexible and open to adjusting the plan. The solution's success depends on everyone working together and following the agreed upon plan. Evaluating the outcome. After some time, it is necessary to evaluate the result and determine whether the solution has helped resolve the conflict. Has it solved the problems? Was the final solution satisfactory to all parties? If not, you may need to go back to the previous steps and develop a new plan. When evaluating results, keep an open mind and be objective. If we are proactive and respect the needs of all parties, we will move in a positive direction. Effective conflict resolution is an important skill that is useful to possess. By following the steps listed above, you can resolve conflicts effectively and improve relationships with others. Remember that conflicts are natural. Conflict resolution will help you get to know each other better and will deepen and strengthen your relationships. By resolving conflicts respectfully and peacefully, you will be open to the opinions and needs of others. And you will respect and express your own thoughts and needs. By learning how to deal effectively with conflict, you will find opportunities for growth and improvement. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like this video.